Be me, 28, office drone at generic logistics company. Wake up, ride the bus, count ceiling tiles. Grew up in a state orphanage. No parents, no aunties, no bedtime stories. Just rotating staff and shared toothbrushes. Learned early, no one's coming. So, I stopped waiting. Now I live quiet. Studio apartment, instant noodles, no decorations. Coworkers think I'm just shy. I'm not shy. I just never learned how to ask for space in someone's life. I work hard. Show up early, leave late. Boss says I'm reliable, never says valued. Eat lunch alone, every day. Same bench, same sandwich, same invisible walls. New girl at work. HR or ops, something like that. Small voice, big presence. Wears headphones, still hums along, passes my desk, pauses. Hey, I'm Lena. I nod. She waits. And you are? I mumble it. She smiles. Nice to meet you, Robert. Next day, she says it again, like she remembered on purpose. Starts bringing 2 coffees. Got one free? You want it, or should I throw it at the intern? I take it, say thanks. Don't look her in the eye. She doesn't ask personal stuff, just talks. Whether stupid things from the break room. I start answering, one sentence at a time. Feels like breathing in a room with a window open. Still gray, but lighter. She invites me out once, after work. Just coffee, not a date unless it's good coffee. I almost say no, but something in her eyes says she's not asking to be polite. We sit on a bench with paper cups. Talk about dumb office stuff. Printers, terrible chairs, weird guy from sales. Then silence. Not heavy, just real. She looks over. You always this quiet? Only when I don't want to say the wrong thing, she thinks. Say it wrong then. I'll live. I tell her I grew up in state care. No sugar, just facts. She doesn't flinch, doesn't say I'm sorry or that must have been hard. Just nods. Okay, well, glad you made it here. I think that's the first time anyone said that. Not sorry for your past, but glad you exist. We start walking more after work, then dinners. Then I stay over once. No movie moment, just her hand in mine. Light on low, quiet, safe. 6 months later. We move in together, small apartment, weird plumbing. But it's ours. I take morning shifts. She works remote. She leaves notes in my lunch bag. I fix the leaky sink, kind of. Money's tight, sometimes real tight. Dinner equals ramen, eggs, whatever's in the fridge. But she always lights a candle, makes it feel like a choice, not a struggle. She keeps her books everywhere. I keep my shoes by the door. Her laugh makes the space feel bigger. My silence stops feeling like a weight. One night she finds a notebook I hide. Sketches, diagrams, idea for a courier service. Something small, smart routes, local clients, better pricing. You've been planning this? Thinking about it. She looks at me. You should try. And fail. And try again. I don't say it, but I think it. No one ever gave me that kind of faith before. Quit job. Not with fanfare. Just an email, a thank you, and a box of stuff no one noticed was mine. Launch my courier idea. 2 bikes, use tablet, website. I built myself at 2 a.m. with shaky hands. We eat cheap, live smaller. I deliver half the orders myself. She helps build spreadsheets, talks branding, gives feedback I don't ask for but need. One night she says, "You're building something real." I shake my head. "I'm just trying to survive." She shrugs. Same thing, just sounds less poetic. Month 3. One major client bails. Cash flow dives. I miss a payment on the bikes. Sit in the hallway. Back against cold wall. Feel like 12 again. Different walls, same ache. She comes home, sees me, doesn't talk at first, just sits next to me. Finally I say, "I think I screwed this up." She nods. Probably. Pause. But not enough to quit. I look at her, tired eyes, soft voice. And I realize, she didn't sign up for easy. She just signed up with me. Next day she emails 5 small businesses. One writes back, "We get a delivery trial, not much. But it's enough. First client gives us 2 weeks of trial. I treat it like war. Deliver everything myself. Beat traffic. Smile when I want to disappear. They keep us. Then refer us to a friend. That guy owns 2 cafes. Suddenly we're delivering pastry boxes across the city. I hire one more guy. Secondhand bike, hoodie, no resume. Just like me. She redesigns the website, teaches me to say we instead of just me. We don't celebrate big, just take out and a shared soda on the balcony. I tell her, still scared this all collapses. She leans on my shoulder. Then I'll help you rebuild it. Year later, lease a tiny office, 3 desks, 1 coffee maker, no windows. But the door has my name, Robert, not Foster ID, not employee number 42. I hire 3 people. 1 just got out of a shelter. 1 used to deliver on foot. 1's 19 and can't look anyone in the eye. I tell them, you show up, I'll show up. She visits sometimes, brings coffee, puts her feet on my desk. I let her. I sit alone at night sometimes, lights off, just listening to the hum of machines and the fact that I built this. With her. And I'm not scared anymore. Some nights still feel like survival. I forget dinner, yell at traffic, get home smelling like cardboard and rain. She doesn't make speeches, just hands me a plate, or turns on dumb cartoons, or says sit like I'm a dog with anxiety. I ask her once, you ever think I'm still that angry kid in the system? She shrugs. Sure, but now you pay rent on time and kiss me goodnight. I laugh. Not loud, but enough. I build the company. She builds me, quietly, consistently. No gold medals, just, you're doing good, whispered when the lights are out. 5 years later. I marry her, courthouse. Nothing fancy, just my crew, her smile, and 2 rings that cost less than a microwave. We have 2 kids. I don't know how to be a dad, but I show up. Every day, every mess, every bedtime. Oldest asks me once, Dad, why don't we have a big house like Max's family? I say. Because we spent our money on building something real, she adds. And tacos. They laugh. I smile. Business isn't huge, but it's solid. 6 employees, 1 office. My name on the door, her handwriting still on the whiteboard. Kids' drawings taped next to invoices. Not the fairy tale, just real life. Earned, not handed, and every time I lock the office at night. I remember the first door I opened, back in the group home. Cold metal, no one waiting behind it. Now. I open our door, and there's noise. Dinner, chaos, love. She never left. And neither did I. 2 kids now. Daughter draws birds with crowns. Son thinks every bug is a friend. I tuck them in every night. Still can't believe I get to be someone's safe place. One evening, I find out my parents' address. I think for a long time. Then one Saturday, I drive, rundown neighborhood, paint peeling, mailboxes dented. House is still there. I knock, door opens slow. Man in his 60s. Gray stubble, tired face. Eyes like mine, but older. Alone? He stares, says nothing. Do you remember me? Voice flat, steady. Doesn't blink, I add. Do you remember leaving a baby at a fire station, wrapped in a hoodie? Long pause. He looks down. I've seen a lot of bad years, he says. Your mom died on the street. I had nothing. No food, no roof, no clue what to do. You were crying nonstop and I just panicked. I nod. Feel something rise. Not rage, just a heavy kind of silence. I grew up in a group home, I say. No birthdays, no visits, nothing. I got where I am with no help from you. I built a company. I've got a wife, 2 kids. I broke the cycle you handed me. He doesn't argue, just listens. I'm not here for closure or forgiveness. I just needed you to hear that I made it, despite you. I turn, start to leave, hand on the door. Then something. Not pity, not guilt, just choice. I turn back. You want to meet your grandkids? He doesn't answer, just nods once. Slow. Careful. Like someone who hasn't been offered grace in decades.